Imagine, a brush fire has just swept through a local community, causing major damage to homes and businesses. The fire department has been dispatched, the police department has been dispatched, and everyone's main focus is how they're going to contain this disaster. But the Red Cross didn't make it to the scene. They never finished fundraising because they were too busy disputing who was responsible for running the planning meeting. This is not the disaster the Red Cross is meant to focus on. As we all know, no matter what the organization, incompatible personalities can derail even the best intentions. Thank you all so much for coming today. It is impressive to see such a large turnout from the Red Cross Human Resources Department. My name is Shelby and I'm from Sync Consulting, and I'm here today to help you maximize the effectiveness of your fundraising project team. So throughout the presentation, I will walk you through the framework of the project team, as well as the results from the 4 psychometric tests carried out on the 2 team members, who I will refer to as Member A and Member B, and then I will also walk you through the recommendations. So you have 2 members working on a new fundraising initiative. Since this is their first time working together, you are committed to ensuring they're effective in their new roles together. The tasks of this project have been divided among the 2 members to better suit their individual skill sets. Member A is responsible for planning and organizing all the event fundraising activities, whereas Member B is responsible for all of the financial activities. So psychometric testing is a way of measuring a person's sensitivity, memory, intelligence, aptitude, and personality. And businesses use this to test an applicant's job suitability, leadership potential, as well as their reasoning skills. The first psychometric test conducted was the Big 5 locator, which assesses a person from low to high on each of these 5 personality characteristics. This graph represents both members' test results, and overall Member A scored in the middle of each category with a slightly higher conscientiousness. This means they're independent, they're organized, and they're also determined. Whereas Member B scored a little bit higher in extroversion, but lower in emotional stability. So they're sociable, they're a team player, but they're also very dependable. Interaction styles test is a way of determining a person's communication style based on their personality. Member A was found to be chart the course, which means they need to have an awareness of what's about to happen. They're also very time-focused and detail-oriented. Member B was behind the scenes, so they're patient, a team player, and they also prefer to work in a bright, open office space. The Myers-Briggs Type Indicator was originally developed with the belief that people's behaviors are consistent and based on the way they view the world. The results are also found by the person's preferences towards each one of these personality characteristics. Member A was found to be introverted, intuitive, feeling, and judging. So they process information internally. As well, they are very organized and orderly. Member B was extroverted, intuitive, feeling, and judging. So they enjoy interaction with other people, and they also need to feel like they have contributed to their team. Both members also have very high expectations of themselves as well as their counterparts. So I just want a quick show of hands. How many of you remember song lyrics really well? A few. And how many are really good with directions? A few. So these things relate to your learning styles, which is how you best retain information. So these 2 graphs represent each member's results from their learning styles, and as you can see, both members are dominant in auditory learning. So they are most effective when they're able to talk things through in a group setting, but they also need a quiet place to work in order to reduce the outside distractions. Member A was also found dominant in visual learning, so they retain information with the use of visual aids such as diagrams, charts, and also by taking notes. So now the reason we're all here and what you've all been waiting for is the recommendations, which are based on the previous results that I've just gone through. So regular meetings should be held every week with agendas distributed beforehand. All tasks and decisions should be discussed within the group before delegated for independent work. The use of whiteboard slides and note-taking should be used in all meetings, and whiteboards should also be available in each member's offices. A detailed project plan with clearly defined roles and responsibilities should be established prior to this project commencing. Each member should have their own office within the Red Cross building. And finally, feedback and performance reviews should be conducted on a regular basis. So just to summarize, Sync Consulting has conducted 4 psychometric tests on your 2 team members, where it was found that Member A is introverted and thrives with organization and structure, Whereas member B is extroverted, they enjoy social interaction, and they also need to feel like they've contributed to their team. And based on this, I've given you a number of recommendations. And I just want to leave you with the words of Henry Ford. If everyone is moving forward together, then success takes care of itself. Thank you so much. I now welcome any questions.